Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expat Live, back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about regulation subject, proof of work coins. Some of them are starting to moon. Could this be because the Ethereum merge is coming? We're going to talk about most undervalued coin, in my opinion, or one of the most undervalued coins. I've spoken about this before. And we are going to talk about a question that one of the guys in our Patreon asked, and it made me think about it, and I want to put in context. And lastly, I got a really cool shirt that I want to show you, which I don't know, maybe you might be able to buy, but I think you're going to like it. Alright guys, so let's roll that intro and let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and bell notification so when I upload my latest vids, you can get notified immediately. Okay, firstly, something that is a little bit closer to home. Australian Federal Police established a crypto unit to target criminals. The Australian Federal Police is an independent agency responsible for investigating crime and protecting the country's national security. You probably would have seen those YouTube videos, and also like they've got this TV series. It's like a cops kind of thing, not really like a cops, but it's like federal police, and they do these drug busts. And they are very good at catching these criminals.
The container was opened and we've actually x-rayed that, the vehicle, and anomalies were found in certain part of the vehicles.
The drugs were secreted behind the headlights and above the wheel arches, $155 million worth.
So they're going to apply strict regulations on the digital sector, has been their mission for the Aussie government for a while. Last year, former Federal Treasurer Josh Frydenberg said the Comprehensive Payments and Crypto Assets Reform Plan is an agenda for 2022. Earlier this year, nation's newly elected Prime Minister Anthony Albanese doubled down on these plans. So they want to crack down on crypto. I hope it's just to crack down on the criminals and it's not to crack down on everyday crypto users. Although in Australia, crypto is very friendly nation. I remember going back probably about 5 years ago, banks were banning people that had crypto, that were crypto-related banks. So they were getting proceeds from crypto and then, into fiat. They were basically banning people from doing that. But now it's fine as long as you declare it, and it's not a problem. So they're trying to stamp out money laundering. I get that side of it. Financial crimes, I get it. But as long as that's the end of it, and it doesn't actually encroach on growth of the crypto sector. But I don't think it will. Australia has a very good relationship with crypto. Let's hope that continues to grow. However, if we move over to the US, now Australia does have this in the mix as well. So it's, but Australia is a little bit different than the US. In the way they do things. Crypto regulation is not so complex. This is an article in Decrypt, and they're basically saying that it's not a big deal. It's not that complex. The lawmakers will, regulate crypto, and they'll fix up the crypto space from all these scams and everything. And SEC will kind of like, lead that way. Coinbase. This is what happens with regulation in crypto. What happens is, first of all, they say they want to stamp out money laundering and financial crimes, right? Yeah, I get that. Totally understand how that works, right? Crypto has already got enough regulation. The exchanges that are dealing with crypto, that's all been regulated, and they know exactly, who's got the money, because you need to have KYC, and where it's coming from, where it's going, and what converted to fiat. So that's already regulated. We don't need more regulation, because when regulations comes in, guess what? Lawmakers, they start to make more laws, and then they start to create more taxes along more taxes. And guess who pays for all that? Yes, you. It comes out of your pocket because of lawmakers and politicians decide to get together and create another tax to pay for the debt. That's what it's about. So coins like Ethereum Classic and Ergo are mooning. Look at this. Ergo's up 19, nearly 20%. Ethereum Classic's 27%. Have a look at this. This has just all happened in the last 24 hours. It's not like it's happened in the last 7 days. All right. So what's to go with this? Well, obviously it's got to do with the Ethereum merge, and this is probably good for coins like Ergo and Ethereum Classic, proof of work. People mining them, people using them, more transactions. So there you go. There's already a side benefit that we're already seeing of proof of stake, even though proof of stake is in my opinion is going to be a bad thing for users. Okay, for users, because it decentralizes less, and it compromises autonomy and less permissionless, and also it allows all the bag holders to collect all the commissions. Now that is the dumbest thing ever. Not the miners don't collect the commissions anymore. It's the bag holders. Ethereum Classic, Ergo, good to see them pumping. We'll see what happens. See, there's 800. So the network hash rate's still a lot. 819 terahash. This will go to zero, like literally by the end of the month. Okay, because they won't be able to mine Ethereum anymore, unless proof of work Ethereum ETH comes in effect. We'll see what happens. All right, very bullish on Cardano. I've said that before. I think it's undervalued. It's a layer 1 proof of work. It does smart contracts, NFTs. It basically does everything that Ethereum does. It's got a better programming language. It's a lot easier and basically dwarfs Solidity. What's the go with this? Why is it only $1.55 when it was an all-time high of $27? Because Cardano is it's only like 132 in the CoinGecko, but it's a layer 1 blockchain that is still very undervalued. But it's still new, okay? In other words, the infrastructure is not built yet. So that's why I think Cardano is really undervalued. It's got all the things in place. It can do basically everything that's already out there, okay? And it can also scale as well. So all it needs now is just growth. It needs development. And they just announced Cardano has launched a $100 million grant program to inspire builders to innovate on the Cardano network. All right. Here it just goes, how it works and what they're trying to do and to grow this ecosystem, right? But again, it's really, really undervalued now, and also being the bear market, it's down. So in my opinion, I think this is one of the steals. It's really undervalued anyway. Okay, so check it out, Cardano. Do some more research into it, and also you can mine this. It's proof of work as well. Okay, it's not proof of stake. So do some more research on Cardano. I think big things has come, and it's very cheap right now. All right, very cheap. 2022, 2023. Do not buy NFTs unless it has utility. That's just my golden rule, right? Gone are the days where you could just launch a bunch of JPEGs and get a whole bunch of people buying them. They're worthless, and then you lose your money. 2 or 3 months later, the project is dead. Now, obviously, if it's a brand name or something like Nike or something like Gucci, I mean, they already have their own NFTs. But if it's a well-known, established brand name, yes, that's obviously different. But it's just some random dude that is making some JPEGs out of his apartment, and he just needs YouTubers to pump it, so then he can exit. That's which is the majority of them. Don't get involved in them, in my opinion. They need to have utility. Yesterday, I did a video on Cardano Mining Club. I didn't get sponsored for it, didn't get paid for it at all. It was just my personal opinion, and I did not invest in it yet. But this one has utility. You basically buy the NFTs. They use that money to buy miners, and then you get your rewards based off the NFTs, how many NFTs you buy. So essentially, it's passive income. And now I think that this is just one example, but there are other examples of this, and I want to cover them in my next few videos of examples of utility with NFTs. Okay, so watch out for them. I did get a guy in our Patreon group, and he asked me, which coins are you buying right now in the bear market, and that has 100x to 1000x potential? And it kind of made me think that is something that I still do, but it's not my, it's like my third strategy. This is not like my number one strategy. If you try to find a project, and don't get me wrong, there's projects out there that if you got into them early and you got into the right one, the Safe Moons, the Shiba Inus, Doge coins, you can make money. But those type of projects are dime a dozen. They're extremely hard to pick. And, if you're looking at 100x or 1000x, basically it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. So those people that did find those projects early, well, they hit a home run. But for the majority of the people, you won't do that because it's extreme. The risk is extremely high. Okay, so you don't go in there with a lot of money. You only put a small amount of money when you go into these risky projects because it's extremely risky. Even if it does, happen, it's extremely risky. And also, the last thing is the probability. The probability of you finding that needle in a haystack is highly unlikely. So to put big money down and to have literally 1 in 1,000 chance of, actually for it to moon to become the next big project, it's so slim. It's like almost, I wouldn't say impossible, but it's very, very, very difficult. So instead, I still do this, but I only put small money in it. Like I'll put less than $1,000, $500, and I'll throw it at these things. And this is after I do my other main two strategies. My thing is this: Bitcoin's going to be at $1 million by 2030. So it's now obviously 2022. We're halfway through 2022. So we're basically 7 years and 7.5 years to 2030. And I think, in my opinion, it's going to be $1 million. So, and some people are saying it's going to get to $1 million less. Some people are going to say it's not going to get to 1 million. Look, even if Bitcoin doesn't get to 1 million, it's going to be damn close. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But, what if it gets to like 900,000? Like, people aren't going to be saying, oh, you're wrong, it's going to be 1 million. No, it's 900,000, dude. What is it today? It's 20 or 19,000. So that's my prediction. So this is my number one priority. I will go and buy my Bitcoin, right? And I buy it on a regular basis and I dollar cost average. So I don't care about the price. I just keep on buying it. That's exactly what Michael Saylor does. He keeps on buying it. So now is the opportunity to buy it because it's cheap. So this is my number one priority. Then my second priority is I'll buy layer 1s and layer 2s. They're infrastructure projects. They're established. There's low risk. Yes, the ROI is going to be high. It's going to be you're not going to get 1,000x or 100x. But the bear market is here, 10, 20x. Dude, where are you going to get 20x or 10x in the real estate market? Where are you going to get 10x, 20x in the stock market? Where are you going to get 10x, 20x in precious metals? You're not. You're just not. But you can do it in crypto. And going in layer 1s and layer 2s, it's relatively safe compared to the risk, and it just takes longer. That's all. So that's the difference. It's just going to take longer, all right? Warren Buffett didn't become a millionaire. It took him 13 years to become a millionaire, and it took him 33 years to become a billionaire. Here, we only got to wait 7.5 years. Is that long to wait? No, it'll go like that. In my opinion, don't keep on looking for the Hail Marys and the 1000Xs. Just have a plan and focus on executing that plan. Okay, going on for sale now. They're only $39.95. I mean, I don't know if you can buy these. I just made that up. But this guy's obviously wearing this. I don't need sex. Crypto F's me every day. You know what? It's funny that shirt, it kind of is true in a way, because it does.
Emotional damage.
So, with that said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, don't hit the like. Please subscribe, share if you can, and also leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, welcome.